Gigantamax Pokemon are debuting in Pokemon GO on Saturday, October 26th at 10 a.m. through October 27th at 8 p.m. local time. Gigantamax Venusaur, Gigantamax Charizard, and Gigantamax Blastoise will be the first Gigantamax Pokemon to debut in the game. It will require 800 max particles to participate in the Gigantamax battle, and you're going to need up to 10 to 40 trainers, groups in fours, to take down these Gigantamax Pokemon bosses. And yes, these Gigantamax Pokemon can be shiny. Also, Gigantamax Toxtricity is going to debut in the wild area, as well as its Dynamax and the regular form, and the little baby Toxel in 10Ks. But unlike the ones that I mentioned earlier, during the wild area, it's going to require 10 to 20 trainers to take down a Gigantamax Toxtricity raid boss. I think you have to be a ticket holder, but I could be wrong. Anyway, before we talk more about Gigantamax Pokemon, be sure to subscribe to this channel, hit the notification bell, and let us know your thoughts in the comments below about this big update. If you don't know what Gigantamax Pokemon are, it's pretty much a type of Dynamaxing where a Pokemon can undergo, but will have a different appearance. Not every Pokemon can Gigantamax, but every Pokemon can Dynamax. So there's at least 39 in the Pokemon world that can Gigantamax, and just like with Mega Evolutions, they're probably just gonna slowly drop them one at a time. Or because it's the Galar season, they might just drop more, because half of the Pokemon that can Gigantamax don't exist in the game quite yet, and they're all from Gen 8. Like the Rookity line, the Blipbug line, even whatever this is. It's just a giant piece of cake. Obviously, the mechanics are pretty much the same. You obviously use Dynamax and Gigantamax Pokemon to take down Gigantamax Pokemon or Dynamax Pokemon. Partner with your own Dynamax or Gigantamax Pokemon to defeat Power Spot bosses easier. I think because these are 6 tier, yeah, that's right, 6 tier, they're gonna be a lot harder to take down, and they're also gonna be a lot easier to use to take down Tier 1 and Tier 3 bosses. And just like with Dynamax Pokemon, they can learn their max move, the max spirit move, and the max guard move. But here's the thing, while a Pokemon is Gigantamax, their first max move is a powerful GMAX move. It is so unique, which may not be the same type as its fast attack, because it's just a signature move for a Gigantamax Pokemon. So that's pretty interesting. Any trainer with at least one Dynamax or Gigantamax Pokemon in their battle party can take on max battles at select power spots. Only Dynamax and Gigantamax Pokemon can be used in battles. Like we said, it's up to 40 trainers to split into groups of 4 or fewer that band together to increase their chances of success. Each trainer must use max particles to engage in battle, which I believe it's 800 max particles. So they ain't cheap at all. The more powerful the power spot is, the more max particle needed, but don't worry, max particles are only used once to successfully take down the boss, so keep pushing towards victory. It's different from raid passes, so if you don't win, you don't lose any max particles, everybody's good. And then obviously with like the max battles, if there's like max particles during a battle and then like your meter and stuff, that stuff is the same, obviously. If you spot energy icons on the battlefield, same thing, like the max meter and stuff. And then obviously, if all your Pokemon faint while battling, you can still help. You can tap the screen until you can cheer for your teammates, which will fill their meters faster. Now, when it comes to claiming your rewards, obviously it's the same thing. You just defeat a Gigantamax raid boss, and you will be getting some rewards. And then you also encounter a Pokemon to catch it. And then, here's another thing, trainers can be able to drop a Gigantamax Pokemon placed in a power spot they defeated, and they have a chance to capture or encounter a special Pokemon encounter around the power spot, just like with Dynamax Pokemon. So let's say, for example, we get Gigantamax Blastoise, we defeat it, we catch it. There's supposed to be like a chance where we get to drop a Gigantamax Blastoise in there. Do we get a Squirtle, a Blastoise, or something special like a Dynamax Blastoise? I have no idea. Now, if you guys watched that trailer, obviously we had Pokemon like Toxtricity, Charizard, and Kingler. But there was another Gigantamax Pokemon, which was Gigantamax Orbeetle and Gigantamax Alcremie. Those two are not in the game yet, so For what it looks like from the context of the wild area with Toxtricity, there's possibilities that we could potentially see a Pokemon debut in the wild, a Dynamax debut, and for some occasions, possibly a Gigantamax debut. So what I can picture is something kind of crazy, like possibly a Milcery debuting during Christmas, and then it can evolve into Alcremie. But then you have Dynamax Milcery in power spots and Gigantamax Alcremie. Blipbug is a 3-stage evolution bug-type Pokemon and evolves into Orbeetle, a bug psychic type that has a Gigantamax form that looks like a UFO. So what if we have a Pokemon GO Community Day debuting Blipbug, Doppler, Orbeetle, and Gigantamax Orbeetle? Ooh, that could get a lot of trainers out and about. That's just a what if though. I don't want to get anyone's hopes too high. But now let's pay attention to the very end of the trailer where there's some trick-or-treaters that encounter a silhouette of Gigantamax Gengar. You guys notice that there is a mystery event on October 31st, Halloween, and November 3rd. So it's that whole like 4-day period. We don't know what it is, because we also don't know what part 2 of the Halloween event is from the 28th through the 3rd. Can we be getting Gigantamax Gengar as a little treat? Maybe. It's possible. Well, ladies and gentlemen, that's going to be it for today's video. That was a lot of details about Gigantamaxing and pretty much half the stuff in Max Battles in regards to Gigantamaxing comparing to Dynamax is pretty much the same, except the costs and the amount of resources and the requirements of how many trainers, and the fact that Gigantamax Pokemon have different appearances than Dynamax Pokemon and being much as stronger and having exclusive GMAX moves. Okay, so maybe not exactly the same. But anyway, thank you for watching. We will see you guys next time. Peace out.